Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Hello everyone and welcome to your English class. In our lesson today, we will continue with our unit which is titled Wishful Thinking. Our lesson today is the second part from the writing lesson in your books, page 54 and 55. All you need for the lesson today is your books on the writing lesson 54 and 55, a sheet of paper and a pen to take down your notes. So let's get started. By the end of today's lesson, you will be able to identify a descriptive essay, as well as you will be able to write an essay describing the life of a celebrity. So let's get started. So let me ask you this question, and we will imagine, what if you won $1 million? What could happen? You had participated in a TV game show and you won $1 million cash prize. What would be the first thing that you will start doing? Now you don't do it. In the future, if you won $1 million, you would start doing it. Maybe I would start my own business. I would help needy children. How about what would be the thing that you might stop doing? Something that you do today, and if you won the $1 million cash prize, you would never do it again. Maybe I wouldn't go to school. I wouldn't go to university. I wouldn't go to work. How about what are the positive and the negative aspects of winning a huge amount of money? Just remember the reading lesson, the 3 stories that we've read, positive impact of money and negative ones. The positive, I would be able, or I could buy whatever comes to my mind. I would be rich. I would be able to do whatever I want. Money wouldn't be an obstacle. However, I would worry about losing this amount of money. I might go through some financial problems because I wouldn't be able to take financial decisions. Okay, what if you were Simon? If you still remember from the first part from the writing lesson, we had listened to an interview with Simon. Who's Simon? Simon referred to page 54. He is a cash prize winner. He won millions. What if you were in his place? Where do you live? And what do you wear? What do you think? Put yourself at Simon's place. Where do you live? What would you wear? For me, I believe that I would live in a very big, spacious house, maybe a mansion, away from the city and the crowd and the traffic. I would wear sunglasses. These sunglasses will be brand new, designer sunglasses. My watch will be expensive, maybe golden one. How about, what do you do? Where do you go? And how do you get there? I believe that I will be a businesswoman, a businessman. Where would you go? I would go to fancy restaurant, 5-star restaurants, fine dining restaurants. How would you go there? I will get into my fancy brand new car, my convertible car, my new car. Also, who are your friends? Are they new friends or old ones? I believe that I will have new friends. I will keep my older ones, however, I will come up with new friends. And I believe that they all will share the same interest, just like mine. What about your relationships with your family? Let's speak about your close family. I will have a good relationship with my family. I can get them or bring them whatever they want. However, I believe that I will be busy to stay for longer hours with my family. Okay, has your success changed your life for better or for worse? If you succeed and you became a successful businessman, successful businesswoman, what might happen? I believe that I will have new friends and my life will be better. However, certain aspects might be negative. So there is no perfect life. Certain parts are positive, others that are negative. Now in your book's page 55, you are supposed to write a description of a day in your life as a famous quiz show winner. You are going to imagine that you are a quiz show winner. Describe your life today. What would we do? At the beginning, let's revisit the idea of the writing process. If you want to start writing, you will start with planning. And we've got our plan. I'm going to write and imagine, I will imagine that I am a quiz show winner. I am a rich person. I have too much money. Then I will write about my daily routine. Then drafting. I will start putting my ideas on paper. Then we will go to the editing. I will edit these ideas, taking out and adding to these ideas. Then we will go to the revision part, in which we will check grammar, spelling, and these things. Then you can submit it or publish your ideas. So let's get started. So how can I write a descriptive paragraph? What is a descriptive essay actually? A descriptive writing creates a picture of a person, place, thing, or an event. It is a well-written description that should arouse the reader's imagination. Description tells what something looks, sounds, smells, tastes, or feels like. It works with all of the senses, like the sight, smell, taste, touch, and hear. From the word descriptive, you are describing. So which part of speech we will use the most? We're going to add more and more from adjectives, because they are what they will describe what your surroundings, your life, your car, your house, your possessions, and your even daily routine. So this is the paragraph that you've got in your books, page 55. I want you to listen while you are reading it and check. Do you think that this is a descriptive paragraph or not? Let's listen together.
A day in my life as a quiz show winner. Wearing my sunglasses, I call my driver to come collect me from my house where I have lived since winning top quiz. My house has 7 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. The only disadvantage is that there are always tabloid newspaper reporters. I ask my driver to take me downtown. I make my way to a restaurant to meet friends.
So we can find out that this is a description of someone's daily life as a quiz show winner, someone who's famous and he's rich. He described at the beginning in here, he described his possessions, his sunglasses, as well as his car. We're having his driver. Then we're having description of the house, 7 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. Then spoke about the disadvantage, and by the end, my driver will take me downtown here about the idea of the car. Let's compare it with the following that you got actually in your books. Here we're having a descriptive writing. If you want to write really a descriptive writing, we're having 4 things that you have to mention. So your writing will be descriptive. At the beginning, you will notice your vocabulary. What are your vocabulary look like? You have to use descriptive vocabulary. Draw a picture. We're going to draw a picture with our words. Use as much as you can of the adjectives. Not only a house, beautiful, or beautiful, big, spacious. No, come up with advanced adjectives. Followed by the idea of grammar. I'm describing daily routine. So you will use the present tense. Yes, I am imagining, however, as if I am living it now. Followed by the idea of paragraphs. You have to organize your ideas based on an introduction, body, and conclusion. And we can divide it based on, maybe I will speak about the car, about the house, about the daily routine. You are the one who can decide how to write. Then about the ideas, you will write about the positive and the negative, advantage and the disadvantage. Don't only mention the advantages. Okay, so let's try to come up with descriptions for the house. How can you describe a house? I can say the house is huge. It is spacious. Spacious means very big. Brand new. My house is new. My house is beautiful, as well as it could be an amazing house. A classic one. You can say far away from the city. You can speak about the location. How about if I want to describe my car? I will use adjectives like, we can come up with adjectives like my car is new. My car is the latest model. It is fancy. Expensive. I can say convertible, or I can say describe the color. Blue, red, you will describe it. Shiny, you can say, and you can tell that it is a fast car. This way, we're going to add more description. It will be a vivid image, as if I am looking into a picture. So, let's change the paragraph into this one. Here, I want you to notice the vocabulary while you are listening to the paragraph again. So we have rewritten the same paragraph one more time, and I want you this time to notice the language is used in here. Let's listen together.
A day in my life as a quiz show winner. Wearing the latest designer sunglasses. I call my driver to come and collect me from my huge house where I have lived since winning top quiz. My house is beautiful. It has 7 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. The only disadvantage is that there are always tabloid newspaper reporters waiting at the end of the driveway. I ask my driver to take me downtown in my luxurious car. I make my way to a 5-star restaurant to meet friends.
So have you noticed the language, descriptive language that we've used? Let's try to highlight. We're having here the latest designer sunglasses. It's not only sunglasses, I'm describing it. No, the latest designer. As well as my house is huge. Not only new, or let's say not my house, it's a huge house. Also, describing my house here is beautiful. I can describe here that the reporters, where are they? Waiting at the end of the driveway. Not only outside, they are outside at the end of the driveway. So very clear picture, specific. Then we will say in here, I go downtown. How can you describe the car? In my luxurious car, my fancy car. Then I will describe the restaurant as being a 5-star restaurant. So the only thing that we have done in here, just add adjectives to describe each noun, and you can come up with 2, 3 to 4 adjectives. Okay, how about the following in here? Let's notice the tense or the grammar. We said that we have to use the present tense. Here, we're having I call my driver. My house is beautiful. Also, it has 7 bedrooms. We're having the disadvantage is. All of them are in the present. There are always tabloid reporters. And I ask my driver in here, and we're having the idea of make. All of the verbs are in the present tense. You will use the present because you're speaking about habit, daily life. The following we've said, paragraphs. Each one paragraph is about a different topic. If we check the first one, here we're speaking about my sunglasses, my appearance, as well as the house in here, where I live. Also, the second one, a very detailed description of the house, and also the reporters. I'm describing the house. And by the end, we're having here my daily life, my car and my daily life. So each one paragraph is about a different idea. How about the following? The ideas, we're having to mention the positive and the negative side. We have said that the house is beautiful and the only disadvantage. Mention the things that you didn't like or you don't like in your house. Maybe you will speak about my house is big, however, it is away from my family. My possessions, my belongings are expensive, however, they are not practical. You can come up with many disadvantages. Now in your book's page 55, number 6, make notes in the chart. In here, you will describe the place that you live in, your possessions, your belongings, your daily routine, and your relationships. You will describe, then you will come up with an adjective, positive and negative, so your paragraph will be about the positive and negatives. Start with the place where you live. Is it a house? Maybe it could be your house. So my house is a villa near the sea, or we can say by the sea. What is positive about it and what is negative? It is huge, it is beautiful, classic, however, it is far from my family. Then my possessions, what do I have? I have fancy cars, designer sunglasses. The good thing and the bad thing, they are modern and new, however, not practical. How about your daily routine? I go to the gym every day and dine in fine restaurants. However, I am free. However, I am free to do what I want, and I can do whatever I want. However, I am busy. My schedule is packed. How about your relationships? I have no friends. However, they are nice, but I miss my old friends. Here, capital I. I miss my old friends. Okay. Now in here, we will start writing our paragraphs. The first one, you will speak about the house and the car, followed by your routine and possessions. By the end, you will speak about your relationships. Let's start with the house. Describing my house, I will say, I have a huge, spacious house. It's by the sea, away from the traffic. And I can say about my car that it's fancy, fast, and others. It is away from my family and the city center. My car is brand new and it is fancy. We're still writing it in sentence form, not in a paragraph form. How about my routine and possessions, my belongings? I have a busy schedule. I have to wake up early and go to the gym at my basement. How about my relationships? People I know. I have no friends. Okay, before we get to the paragraph form, let's revisit the idea of writing rules. So we will check grammar, spelling, and these things. The first thing, always make sure that you are writing relevant ideas about the same topic. Then paragraphs, each one paragraph, and we've done this one. Each one paragraph is about a different idea. Then we will have the grammar. It should be in the present tense. Then spelling, also capitalization and punctuation. We will do it by the very end. Okay, my paragraph will look like something like this. Since I won the millions in the quiz show, my life has dramatically changed. I have moved to a huge, spacious villa by the sea. It is in a quiet neighborhood, away from the traffic. However, it's away from my family and the city center, my old place and family. Now, I get a brand new fancy car. So here I focused on the idea of my house and I mentioned my car. And I told many things about the house, where it is, the location, how it looks like, and you can speak about the number of the rooms and the interior and exterior. Then, I have a busy schedule and I don't have much free time. I have to wake up early and go to the gym at the basement of my house. It's good to be busy, but this isn't giving me a chance to socialize and go out. Also, here we've spoken about the idea of the daily schedule. Then, I have many new kind friends who share the same interests. They are all friendly and nice. However, I miss my old school friends and can't find enough time to meet them. I want you to notice here that in every single paragraph we're speaking about describing the place, telling about how good it is, however, speaking about the disadvantage. So about the house in here, we said that it's huge, spacious, it is by the sea. However, It is away from my family and the city center. Then when we spoke about the daily routine, I don't have much free time. I have to wake up early. It's good, but here it is not giving me a chance to socialize and go out. So every time you will mention the positive, then the negative. Many new and kind friends who they share the same interest, but I miss my old friends. So these they are. We have discussed the idea of positive and negative for each one of them. Now let's go over the paragraph one more time, and this time we will do the revision. The revision, which is about checking the spelling, the spelling, the punctuation, full stops, and these things. Okay, since I won the millions in that quiz show, my life has dramatically changed. Well, can we change anything in here? All spelling, all grammar is all good. I have moved to a huge, spacious villa by the sea. Anything to change in here? I guess we can change the I. For two reasons, we will use a capital I. It comes at the beginning of the sentence after the full stop. Number two, usually when you're referring to yourself, I will be capital. Remember the mint rule, the I always capital. I moved to a huge, spacious villa by the sea. Notice the sea. Do you think it's in a capital letter? It should be a small s. C. It's not a word. It's not a name. It's not at the beginning of the sentence. It is in a quiet neighborhood, away from the traffic. Anything to change in here? I would change the Q in here into a small q. Always make sure that you never use a capital letter unless you are starting a new sentence. New line doesn't mean new sentence. Capital letter. Here, notice small b, this capital I. Capital I we're having in here because it's an I. Then we have a wake, B for but, and the others. So, in here, never start a capital letter unless it is the beginning of the sentence. Then we're having quiet neighborhood, away from the traffic. However, it was away from my family and the city center, my old place and family. Do we say it was away? We're using which tense? We're using the present tense. So, do not use was. We said it is in the present. The house is away from my family and the city center, my old place and family. Now I got a brand new fancy car. I have a busy schedule and I didn't have much free time. Didn't in the past? No. So here we will change the did. I don't have much free time. I has to wake up early. Is it has? With I we usually use have. Check your grammar. I have to wake up early and go to the gym at the basement. It is good to be busy, but this is not giving me a chance to socialize. Notice we're having here a full stop by the end of the sentence. I have many new friends who share the same interests. If we're having many, are they friend? No, it will be friends. Many new friends who share the same interests. They are all friendly and nice. However, I miss my old school friends and can't find enough time to meet him. Here we're speaking about my friends, so it's not him, the objective pronoun, which is them. The object pronoun will be them. So always, whenever before you submit, just read your paragraph or your writing to check your spelling and your grammar and punctuations. Okay? For your homework, you are supposed to refer to your book's page 114. You are supposed to write a similar paragraph which is about describing your daily routine as a rich person, a famous person, or a celebrity. I guess that is it for the lesson today, and thank you so much for your time.